So this meditation is called The Secret Garden. And in this meditation, we're going to imagine taking some time out in a secret garden with a friend and sharing whatever it is we would like to say to that friend. This can be helpful for getting things off our mind and also to see the common humanity in all people. So sitting with an upright posture and placing your feet firmly on the floor, and just gently closing your eyes if you feel comfortable to do so. Otherwise, softening your gaze on the floor in front of you. And just allowing your shoulders and your face to relax. Allowing your hands to rest gently in your lap. And let's focus our attention to the breath. Noticing where in the body you can feel the breath the most. Is that on your lip, on the soft tissue inside the nostrils? Is it in the throat or the chest? Or perhaps even the tummy area? Just focusing on this for a little while and noticing what's there for you. Noticing where in the body you feel the breath. And now let's take 3 purposefully deep breaths, focusing on the journey of the breath going into the body on the inhalation, and the journey of the breath as it leaves the body on the exhalation. Relaxing further and further into the support beneath you as you do this. Just focusing on them 3 breaths. And once you have taken your 3 purposefully deep breaths, just allowing the breath to return to normal again. And now in our mind's eye, we're going to go for a little walk to a secret nearby garden. Let's firstly start by walking along the path which leads to the garden. It's a pebbled path. It's rather noisy to walk on. Just gently and carefully walk down the path and listen to the sounds of the pebbles as you transfer your weight from one foot to the other. And after walking for a few minutes, you see a wall with large iron gates in the centre. You have a key to unlock the gate, so you go up to the gate and unlock it and allow yourself inside. It's a beautiful large secret garden area and it's truly glorious. You stop to look around. There's a large green lawned area with a tree placed in the centre and a bench resting just under the tree. You walk over the grass to the tree. You can take your shoes off if you choose so you can feel the grass on your bare feet, the grass which has been heated up by the sun. And as you reach the bench, you gently sit down on it and start to look around. From corner to corner of the garden, it's filled with beautiful flowers of all descriptions. The succulent fragrance of the red roses, the pansies which seem to have a smile on their face with every flower, the beautiful blue iris that nods gently in the delicate breeze. You can hear the sound of crickets humming in the garden if you listen carefully. You can see bees collecting their pollen from the flowers which are in full bloom. There are butterflies flutting around too, all different colours. And when you listen carefully, you can hear the sound of running water in this garden. You look to the back of you and notice a small river running through the back of the garden, where the sounds of the water is coming from. Little birds are taking a drink from the river. Ferns hang their leaves over the side of the river, dipping them into the cool water. It's so beautiful here that you want to spend it with somebody or something that you love dearly. This doesn't have to be a person, but it can be. It can also be an animal or a possession. Just something or somebody that you dearly love and care for. So thinking about just one person or animal or object, let's invite them into the garden to sit down at the side of you. And in your mind's eye, as the person or the animal or object comes to sit beside you, you can take in every bit of their beauty sat within this stunning location. And we can sit here now with this other being that makes us truly happy and just imagine what we want to say to that other being. What's on our mind? What do we want to tell them? Let's share our thoughts with them while we're in this beautiful location, just for a moment. And if our mind wanders away while we're sharing precious time with this loved one or this loved being, just gently and carefully bringing the mind back to being sat on the bench in the beautiful garden next to this being that makes us truly happy, while we share our thoughts with this being. And we're still sitting at the side of this person or object or animal. And we're going to take a moment now for ourselves. We have a right to stop and just be in the moment with something that we love. We don't always need to be doing something or thinking about someone else or something else. We can simply sit and think about the most beautiful of places and spend time with the most beautiful of beings. You're spending time taking in the beauty of this place we have in our mind's eye. And now it's time to say goodbye to the secret garden and the being that we've invited here. We wish our friend, object or animal well as we say goodbye to them and they leave the garden. And we're going to take one more moment to notice the utter beauty of this garden before we leave. We have the key, so we know we can return whenever we want. And now we get up from our bench and we walk barefoot again along the grass, feeling the grass beneath our feet. the warm grass that's been warmed up by the sun. We go back out through the gates to the secret garden, locking the gates behind us and reminding ourselves that this garden is no longer a secret to us. We can return whenever we want. We walk back down the path with pebbles on, hearing the pebbles' noises as we walk slowly, transferring our weight from one foot to the other. And once we have left the garden behind us, we can bring our focus back to noticing our body sat in the support beneath us. Just noticing how it feels to be supported by the bed or the chair or the floor. Bringing our attention back into the room. And as we approach the end of this meditation, just focusing our feet placed firmly on the floor, providing a secure grounding for us. Just noticing how it feels for our feet to be connected with the ground beneath us. Perhaps now wriggling our toes a little bit, putting more pressure on the feet, noticing how they make connection with the floor. And now wriggling the fingers, moving the head from side to side, and gently and carefully opening your eyes when you feel ready to do so.